what if I told you confidence isn't something you just have? It's a skill, something you can literally build day by day. And you know where it starts? It starts with that voice inside your head. So let's get into it. Let's figure out how to become the architect of your own confidence.
Seriously, take a second. What does that voice sound like? Is it on your team? Is it your biggest critic? Your cheerleader? We have to get clear on this, because that voice is writing the story of your life, whether you're paying attention to it or not. You know, inside your head, it's kind of like there are two main voices battling for the microphone. We all have them. Let's call them your inner critic and your inner coach. The real question is, which one are you handing the mic to? Okay, so check out the difference here, because it's huge. The inner critic goes straight for the jugular. It attacks who you are. It says things like, I'm not good enough. See how that's a dead end? But the inner coach, it's totally different. It focuses on what you can do. It's all about action. I can improve with practice. It always gives you a way forward.
And this is something you've probably noticed, right? The critic screams, it's often the loudest voice in the room, full of panic and negativity. But the coach is usually calmer, quieter. That's where the wisdom is. So our job isn't to get into a shouting match and silence the critic. Our job is to learn how to turn up the volume on the coach.
So how do we do that? How do we amplify that wiser voice? Well, we start by looking at the old, tired stories the critic has been telling us for years. It's time to do a full-on rewrite of your internal script, and we're going to start with those really sticky beliefs.
You know those thoughts that you've played on repeat for so long they feel like undeniable facts? Like, I'm just not a creative person, or I'm always awkward in new situations. That's a limiting belief. And here's the good news. It's just the conclusion, not a life sentence, and you have the power to write a brand new one.
And the process is actually pretty simple. It's really just a two-step move. First, you've got to catch that limiting belief when it shows up. Put a spotlight on it. Then you deliberately, consciously rewrite it. You swap out that old, stuck story for a new one that actually gives you somewhere to go.
And look at this example, it's perfect. I always fail at this. That's a verdict, case closed. But the rewrite, I'm learning this step by step. It completely changes the game. It shifts you from a state of failure to a process of learning. That's not a failure, that's progress.
All right, so we're rewriting the old stories. Now we need some tools to help make the new ones stick. Let's talk about two really powerful ways to train your brain. You've probably heard of affirmations, but what about something called affirmations? Okay, so affirmations are basically like push-ups for your brain. They're short, positive statements that you say in the present tense, as if they're already true. You're not just hoping for it, you're practicing what it feels like to already believe it.
Now this is where it gets really cool. Affirmations, a concept from Noah St. John, flip the script. Instead of making a statement, you ask a question. Why? Because your brain is an answer-seeking machine. You ask it a question and it can't help but go looking for the answer. This is how you put that amazing machine to work for you.
Just look at the difference here. The affirmation, I am becoming more confident, is good. But that pesky inner critic might pop up and say, no, you're not, right? But when you ask the affirmation, why am I becoming more confident? Your brain starts scanning for proof. It goes, oh, well, you did speak up in that meeting, and you finished that project. It literally starts building a case for your own confidence. It's brilliant.
Okay, this is where the rubber meets the road. We're going to take all these ideas and bake them into one super practical tool. Think of it as your 60-second confidence workout for the day. This script is the core of it all. It's a short, daily practice that's designed to build real, lasting confidence from the inside out. It's your daily meeting with your inner coach, combining everything we just talked about into one powerful minute.
And here's how it's structured. Don't worry, it's a simple flow. You start with grounding, just to get centered. Then you state a core truth to sideline the critic. After that, a strength reminder, your new growth belief, those powerful affirmations, a specific action promise for the day, and you wrap it up with a strong closing. See? Every part has its job.
So, for example, you'd start by just taking a deep breath and saying to yourself, I breathe in calm and breathe out fear. Simple. Then you state your truth. Something like, I am not my mistakes. I am my effort, my learning, and my growth. Bam! Right away, you're separating who you are from what you do. Next, it gets personal. This is where you fill in the blanks. You actually name 3 of your strengths. Are you kind, resilient, funny? Say them. Then you state the growth belief you're working on, like, I'm improving my public speaking by practicing for 5 minutes a day.
It's specific and it's yours. And now, the parts that really kick things into gear. You ask that affirmation, why am I becoming more confident each day? And then you connect all this inner work to the real world with an action promise. Today, I will take one brave step. And you name it. I will ask one question in class. It has to be a real, concrete step.
Okay, listen up, because this might be the most important rule of all. You have to say this script out loud. Hearing your own voice declare these truths makes them so much more powerful. It sends a direct signal to your brain. This isn't just a thought, it's a declaration. So do it, slowly, clearly, and do it every single day, non-negotiable. All right, you've got the script, you're saying it out loud, now what? Now comes the final piece of the puzzle. Because confidence isn't just about what you think or say, it's forged in what you do. All this inner work is designed to fuel action.
That's it. Just one. We're not talking about climbing a mountain here. We're talking about taking one brave step, the one you just promised yourself in your script. That single action is the proof that builds real, solid confidence over time.
So here's your homework. Choose one daily mission. Just pick one to start. Maybe it's just committing to speaking your script every morning. Or maybe you're more of a writer. Start a confidence proof list where you jot down your wins. Or maybe the bravest step for you is to do a social media cleanse. Unfollow a few accounts that make you feel drained and follow some that actually build you up.
I want you to really let this thought sink in. Confidence isn't some prize you find or a lottery you win. It's a house you build, brick by brick, day by day. With every good thought and every brave action, you are the one doing the building.
So, it all comes down to this. The power is in your hands and in your voice. That conversation in your head is going to happen no matter what. The only question is, who's in charge? The loud critic or the wise coach? What are you going to tell yourself tomorrow?